And he'll be brought down right around the 37. On third down, it's Robinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finish 6th.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 2nd and goal from the 1. A final shot before break. Madden eluding the pressure, and he's gonna go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's gonna do it for this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to be. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown! DJ Chark, 41 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL, because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Lambo on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. To throw on second down. Madden. He's got a first down past the 30. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Madden. That's once again complete to Chark. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back to throw again. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run. Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars are on their way to a 2-0 start. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off. Back to throw. Madden. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Madden flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a give right side. Robinson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 4th down, Madden. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence.
I was talking with my crew before the show. By the way, best production team in the biz, or at least that's what they tell me to say. Anyway, I think it's worth discussing on air for this podcast the new Nike.
Listen, conditions are going to be wet and windy this weekend because of the hurricane coming in. And even if it doesn't hit directly, we're getting those outer bands. Probably not going to put the ball in the air as much. So, you got to make the most of your chances.
Back now on EA Sports, and this being Florida, the weather here this time of year, unpredictable to say the least. These two teams returning from what was almost an hour-long delay in this third quarter, and we'll resume with an important play coming up, a 3rd and short in a 14-6 ball game. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Following the fumble recovery, Madden escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Flushed out right. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Madden. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. So this offense, they kept their wits about them even through that delay and able to come back out of the locker room and score on their first drive since the restart.
And Brandon, I think the break might have benefited them the most because they had an extra chance to assess what had been going wrong. They were able to put together a plan for this drive, came out and executed well.
So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think
first down. Madden. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Byron Murphy. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of... Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. There's Chark with a great grab. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Throwing on first down. Madden eluding the pressure right. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Being chased, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jags are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that... Second down. It's Robinson, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Again, it's Robinson. Robinson, a first down and then some. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
2nd and 11.
That's what you call stringing the play out. I know he was looking for a spot.
Touchdown! Laviska Shenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Well, quite a comeback here. Remember when that weather delay hit, they were sitting on just 6 points, but all that electricity seemed to wake them up somehow. As they've come back, they've gotten that offense in gear.
And I think you and I need to tap into that energy source, right? That would help us up here as well. They've certainly been a different team since the break.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Back to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Again, if you're just joining us and wondering why this game is still going on, we were delayed 55 minutes in the 3rd quarter due to lightning in the area. The teams went back to the locker rooms. Fans were asked to seek shelter in the concourse. But we're back going again and still on the air. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here that quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center, because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down, and that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Connor on the read option. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame. So guys,
As dedicated fans of the NFL, my audience is sure to recognize the voice of our next guest, especially if you happen to be a Madden player, where he's worked alongside Brandon Gaudin since 2016. It is a pleasure now to welcome to our show longtime NFL broadcaster, my pal Charles Davis. Charles, thanks for joining us.
thanks for having me on, Kevin. Always fun to spend time with you.
So, Charles, I got to tell you, as someone who's watched and listened to so many of your games, I am always impressed by how prepared you.
Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
On 1st and 10, Madden. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Landry again the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Madden. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 11 carries, 61 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Time to see this Bengals offense here as they get set for their first drive. And under center, of course, is the #1 pick in the 2020 draft, now in year number 2, Joe Burrow.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Burrow looking to pass. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The numbers for Mixon last week: 24 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st down, Madden. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and throw for it here. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Back to throw. Madden flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They run run for the first time with Devine Ozigbo. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They run with Ozigbo. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. On second down now, it's Robinson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first down, Madden. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Madden. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's caught inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Madden flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone. Says the field judge, it's ruled incomplete. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Off the bootleg. Madden, they'll roll him out right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Madden. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. To start it out, Robinson. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st and 10, Madden escaping the pressure right. Open man right side is Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Robinson, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ezigbo. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Madden flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down now, it's Robinson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robinson. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps. Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robinson, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run here with Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And they're going to speed things up here on second down. It's Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Eluding the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Well, only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow able to find Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From midfield now, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
You know, as longtime fans of the NFL, we've gotten used to hearing worn-out quotes from coaches and players. You know the classics like, we're going to treat this like any other game, right? How many times have you heard that one? So that's what makes this next audio clip so special.